We're back. Fancy. Yeah. All right, so I have cooked this chicken stock right over here for about 4 hours, just a little over. So when we started this video, I think we were at 114. It's 5:25. So I turned it off at 5:14 and let it cool down for about 10 minutes. And as you can see, it has cooked down tremendously. It hasn't reduced, but it's definitely made that color that we're looking for, okay? So we are going to go through a process of what I like to call triple strain. So I've got the colander in my first pot, okay? And then I'm going to strain the liquid out of this into the pitcher that we used for the water earlier. So you kind of need to have a trash can handy, preferably one that's empty because shit goes everywhere.
Careful what you say on this.
No. Full disclosure, I curse like a freaking pirate. That's what I do. It's what people that work in restaurants do. Get over it. All right, so now that we've crossed that hurdle, so as you can see, I'm getting close and look at the color of this. There's a lot of herbs and little bits and pieces floating around. That's why we want to strain it. Okay, so we're going to strain it one time into the pitcher. Okay, and try not to get it all over the place. And I'll tell you the reason here in a second while we're straining this. Twice. Okay, so I'm going to get all that herb and that good stuff right there. I'm actually going to go over here. I want to knock that out of my cutting board. Let's go back over here to our little setup of jars. Mini jars. Jars that we love to collect. And my wife hates it. Okay, what I like to do is I like to put it on a sheet tray, put a towel underneath it because I will spill, I guarantee it. Okay, and I'm just going to fill up each one of these. I'm hoping to get at least 12. I'll probably get 13 just because, see, there goes spillage. Just because it's usually the count. But that dark color, you see that? It's that richness. It's the fat of that chicken. It's all those wonderful veggies, and those herbs. Delicious. Okay, so now we're getting all that extra herbage. It's coming through on the second strain. Okay, let's get that strainer back up here. No one said I was clean. No one. All right, guys. All that yumminess. I'm going to go ahead and knock that on the cutting board. Again, I'll tell you why here in a second. You can use that too. All right. Let's go back over here. Let's finish this up real quick. Very tedious process. Just want to make sure you're not burning yourself because this liquid is still hot. Okay. All right, I got about the perfect amount here. I got a little over six quarts on my one container. Okay, and on that second strain, I'm getting basically fat. Fat, a little bit of salt. Found that out too. Okay. All right. Now, here's the tricky part. Put our colander back in. And we're going to alternate. Get that out of the way. Look at all that yumminess, all that flavor that just went into that stock. Amazing. Amazing!
Mm-hmm.
All right. Again, we're going to do the same thing, same process. And with the glory of editing, we can probably speed through this real quick so you'll hear my voice here in a second.
Comment down below if you'd like to see this turned into an ASMR video.
Oops. All right, let's go. Sorry. And I think I'm only going to get 11. That's it. All right, guys. So, I'm going to go ahead and let that all cool down. We'll take a shot of that here before we leave. But what I'm going to do with this over here is I'm going to actually make this into a bouillon. So, if you're in a hurry, you want to get things going a little quicker and you don't have any chicken stock, this is a good thing to use to just throw into your stock or throw into a pot of water and get going. But I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to cool this down, and then I'm going to mix it with a little bit of cornstarch, and that's it. Okay, so that'll work for later. Good gravy. All right, so guys, let's take a look at this chicken stock real quick. Look at how nice and rich that flavor is. And you can see how the two different batches, this glass gets kind of hot, so be careful when I show this to you. I'm gonna get a good shot of this. See the different tones? You're definitely gonna have a different richness in this. So each batch is different, which is fine. But if you're looking for the same flavor profile, just stick with the 6 and stick with the same recipe that I'll go ahead and post below in the comments or the description. So again, if you're not familiar, I am on Facebook. I'm kind of on Instagram, and then whatever my daughter just mentioned, I'm not as savvy with, but we'll figure that out too. I'm a Grateful Chef Flowers. I was in the business for almost 30 years. Kind of know what I'm doing, I think, and people like it. So get on Facebook, like my page, come over to my group. It is Cooking with the Grateful Chef Flowers. And then share this thing as much as you possibly can. Hopefully there's more videos to come. I always end it with a nice little catchphrase, and that's eat well, drink better, be excellent to each other, because you know what? It's just the right thing to do. And then I'll leave you with this. Just be good. Just be good and be well.